Good thing about Matt, though, is he has 2 beers and you can tell next day. The last 2 times he went out for drinks, he was sick for 3 days or something like that. Yeah. And then he was sick after he ate Russian candy that somebody gave him.
Okay, Onefootball Q&A. We are back. Your questions answered. 2 bits of good news today. I'm back and Matt is gone. With me today is Nico, and we'll get straight into it.
Yes.
I've got the first one. Aditya Krishnan has asked, are Barca too dependent on Messi?
You already read the names beforehand and tried to pronounce them, right?
Everyone knows that I have trouble with this, so yes, I have.
Because I'm going to fuck it up. Yeah. All right, are Barca too dependent on Messi?
Yes.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing to be dependent on one of the best players of all time, I'd say. And if you haven't
Too dependent.
Too dependent. Are they though? I wouldn't say so.
I agree, yeah.
I mean, look, if you have Messi in your team, he's going to take a lot of the workload. He's going to have the ball most of the attacking plays, most of the time. Of course, they depend on him, but it's normally, in 90% of all matches, that's a very good thing.
Yeah, and also think about the players around him that can also change that game as well. Dembele, Suarez, guys like that. Yeah. It's not like he's the only player on that side.
Dembele is the reason they didn't go through.
Also, bad example, but Suarez.
Yeah, that's right. Suarez, by the way, fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. He said he's not going to celebrate in Anfield. He didn't.
He did celebrate at Camp Nou, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but no reason to celebrate at Anfield.
Fair enough. You're up.
All right, I got Sayandeep Banik.
Good effort.
Is Barca becoming too complacent? They have bottled their respective ties for consecutive seasons. Is Valverde to blame, or are these players too arrogant?
Okay, so there's a few to unpack there. So I think there's 2 words I want to concentrate on: complacency and arrogancy. I think you can argue for complacency.
Yeah.
You can say after 2 seasons in which they've really given away big advantages, that perhaps, and that corner goal would prove that first and foremost, that they have been complacent in those second legs. Arrogant, I don't think so. I think they go into that game like they would any other match, and you can sort of see that, unfortunately though, it's that complacency that brings them down.
Yeah. These guys, most of the Barca squad have played like World Cup finals, Champions League finals, everything.
Yeah.
But the second they concede that early goal, of course they have the last season in the back of their head.
100%.
You can't do anything about that.
They look up again and Alisson's in goal again.
Yeah,
you're like Jesus. Yeah, where are we going from here?
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
But is Valverde to blame? Listen, that's a tough one.
Oh, lights out.
Lights out.
Not a Onefootball video if the light does not go out. Ryan is coming. We're back.
All right.
Whoop! Lights back. Paddy's back. So, Valverde, is he to blame or what's the deal?
Listen, there's about probably 6 people you can blame for that last goal, that corner, and Valverde is definitely not one of them.
Yeah.
I think it's a team and a squad thing that's the reason why they're in the position they are. Yeah.
It was one of the greatest goals I've ever seen in the Champions League.
Well, one of the strangest and one of the most memorable, that's for sure.
It was brilliant.
It was brilliant,
Look, if you have that, like, I don't know if they had that ready. Like, somehow they had.
Sure.
So, then to have the patience to wait for that one moment when you're, like, because you would tend to do that very early in the game. But, yeah, that's a different story.
Fantastic. Let's move on from Polar Bear Play. I've got all the easy ones today. Can Virgil van Dijk win the Ballon d'Or?
Well, history has proven that a centre-back can only win Ballon d'Or if they win the World Cup too.
That's true, 2006, Cannavaro.
Exactly, and no other centre-back has won it ever since. And the only time defensive players ever won it was basically when they won the World Cup. Mateus in 1990, for example. So I would say no. Is he by far the best centre-back in the world? Yes, and probably one of the best we've ever seen.
Yeah, sure.
Is he scary as He's very scary, let's put it this way, but no Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he's really unlucky. I mean, you made a good point on history. I think Maldini was the only one who sort of got close around the Cannavaro point. No one has finished in the top 3 that was remotely defensive for many, many years.
It was spectacular that Modric won it last year.
Yeah,
and that was already insane.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, G55. I got that one. Is Klopp the sole reason for Liverpool's success?
No, but he's a key reason. He's an absolute key reason.
Oh, you love Klopp.
Well, but who doesn't like Klopp? I mean, there are a lot of people who don't like
I don't really like
Sorry, okay, we'll start that one again. But no, Klopp is not the reason, but he's a key reason. I mean, if you have a look at the players that he's got in that squad, Salah is a key reason, Mane is a key reason. The guys who were involved in last night's game, Van Dijk, you just mentioned, is a key reason. The man in the middle is Klopp, of course, and he has to bring them all together, so he is certainly a key part and a crucial part of that, but he's not the sole part.
Yeah, I would agree.
Thanks.
I would agree.
Okay, from Omar K. Nassar, Name a 5-player team. This is right up your alley, actually. Name a 5-player team from the Champions League semi-finalists, but with a twist, use past players only.
Okay, so no active players from the 4 clubs.
Correct.
Oh.
5-player team.
Okay,
so let's start at the back. You've got goalkeeper.
I'm taking Van der Sar from Ajax.
That's a great call.
Van der Sar from Ajax. Centre back, I'm taking defender.
Yep.
I'm taking Puyol from Barca, I think.
Okay.
Always loved the man and like great sportsman.
Yeah.
Brilliant dude. So we have 2. Now, Stevie G midfield. Steven Gerrard midfield. This is 3. Another midfielder now. Frank Rijkaard, I'm going. Another Ajax player. And I want to go for Patrick Kluivert up front, so I can take him from Barca or from Ajax.
That's true.
So no, I would Van der Sar, Puyol, Gerrard, Rijkaard, and Kluivert.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done. I hate sitting on this side because you can sort of see where I'm going a bit bald.
What are you telling me?
We should be. No, actually,
I'm fucked. You can tell. Like,
we should be on the other side, actually.
From any angle, though. Like this is
when you go in there and then I go in there, whereas we're good here. Can we talk like this?
So yeah, this is my side, I guess.
You're up.
Madi Jaffa, biggest disappointment this season.
Whoa.
Are you saying world football here, or are we saying Champions League?
Great question, actually.
Whatever you want.
Let's go biggest disappointment this season. I would say Manchester United in the last 10 to 12 weeks. Yeah. It's hard to debate that, though, really. I mean, there are a lot of disappointments out there, but this is a club that finally seemed to be finding some momentum. Their best players, who they paid millions of euros, pounds, whatever it was for, they started playing well. They got a coach who it looks like they could take them forward, and then all they did is sign him.
That was it's so good, man.
Yeah,
they even paid the fee for him.
I know.
Now he has a contract till what, 2022 or something?
And we're back to square one.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone's linking Pogba to go everywhere else except for stay at Man United, always questioning the transfers that they already had already.
Yeah.
We are back to square one. So I would say biggest disappointment. It's not like I take a great deal of joy out of it. But Man United, thank you for leaving it so late in the season too. That was brilliant. Yeah. Okay. This is a tough one for me. Mohamed Badshah. Actually, that was all right. Who's the best emerging talent this season?
Is there another answer than Jadon Sancho? Honestly?
That's when Ryan puts the crickets noise there.
Yeah. But who else can you take? There are a few players that I hope would make a bigger impact.
And that definitely we expected them to go to that. But like emerging talent, like someone who came from nowhere.
Yeah, I would say Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't that brilliant in Champions League, obviously, but in the Bundesliga. And he's by far the most valuable teenager in world football.
Yeah, sure.
You could name, there are a few in the Bundesliga that I think of. You could name Kai Havertz too, for example. Yeah. But I'm going Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about international football, like the big names, who would they be going for? Sancho's top of the list for most of them now. So
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and Havertz is probably second.
Yeah,
so we're taking Jadon Sancho.
Go for it.
Aditya Krishnan with a quick fire round, a bit unique.
Let's have some fun, just like the amount of fun that you guys seem to have when I was away.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Did you? Yeah, I saw that. I had a better time because I was on holiday. But,
how was your holiday, by the way?
That was great, thank you. Yeah. And thanks for people who actually asked, who cared, unlike
So you haven't seen Matt since you're back? Like, we're firing him?
Not really, no. Oh, well, have you seen him since I got back?
Oh, God. That's it for Matt, guys. Yeah. It was a pleasure.
It was good, right? Yeah.
All right, we have a past versus present.
Sure.
So let's get started. We start with Diego Armando Maradona or Leo Messi.
This is pretty hard because I have a feeling a lot of these players, I mean, I was maybe still even an afterthought or before thought when they were playing. Yeah. Okay, start that one. So Maradona against Messi. Oh, I'm going to take Messi. Yeah,
no, it's the right call.
Yeah.
It's the right call.
Thanks, man.
Eusebio or Cristiano Ronaldo?
I've
never seen Eusebio play.
Yeah, exactly.
Only highlights.
Ronaldo?
Yeah. Pelé or Ronaldinho?
Pelé.
Yeah. Now finally we can take the pass here. This one is really mean. Jerome Boateng or Niklas Süle?
That's tough. Boateng.
Yeah. Peak of his powers.
Yeah,
100%. Centre back in the world.
Zula is good, but Boateng far more natural talent than Zula.
Yeah, agreed. Cristiano Ronaldo or Del Piero? Another Cristiano.
Well, at least two players that I've really seen again, which is good. I would take Ronaldo, even though I was a big fan of Del Piero, of course, finished in Australia, or basically finished in Australia too.
All right, yeah.
I saw him at Sydney FC, certainly not at the peak of his powers, that was at Juventus, but I would definitely take Ronaldo, despite that. Yeah.
I love Del Piero too, though.
Poor, what a player.
It was frightening to, when the team plays against him. Higuain or Icardi?
Oh, great question.
Both have some issues.
I would, I would go for Higuain. I think he's had an opportunity to do far more on the international stage as well, and has just done it without as much fuss as Mauro Icardi has in the Serie A for a while.
I agree, and he was for years of his career just underrated.
Fair enough. Yep.
Puyol or Piqué?
Puyol. It's no debate there. Yeah. Piqué, great player. Puyol.
Absolutely agree. Henry or Mbappé?
Henry. I mean, I hope that Mbappé gets to a point where we can really, truly compare him to Henry, but he's got a few seasons to go yet.
Yeah, we're talking about like a World Cup winner, Arsenal Invincibles.
Exactly. Yeah, a long way to go. Yeah. So from SSJ Musti X, sure. Now that Chelsea have qualified for the Champions League, do you still think Hazard will go?
Yes. I'm actually 100% convinced.
Do you want some of that spicy sauce too? You know about that bet?
Oh yeah, but what was the deal? Like if he leaves,
If he leaves, I have to take the spicy sauce. No, yes, and if he stays, now you and Matt need to take the spicy sauce.
Wait, I'm saying he leaves.
Oh, well then we're on the same
Oh no,
point.
shit, I said yes?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll still go? Yes, he will still go.
Okay, he will still go.
I'm saying he leaves, he's leaving.
Yeah, we're against
and
each
there
other.
was this viral video a few days ago where some blokes like filmed him from the
Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the red light from his car. They basically screamed, say a Chelsea, say a Chelsea. And all he did was so nope.
But do you think the Chelsea transfer ban might affect this? Because there's still a chance that it might be, delayed or at least put past the.
But I think
transfer
there was some news the other day that it's pretty much.
It's been at the moment it stands. Yeah. But it still can change. There's still avenues for them to change this or at least to extend it into another direction. But if Chelsea still have this transfer ban, do you still see Hazard leaving? Them letting go their best player?
that is all they can do is block the transfer.
Yes.
But do you really want to do that? Do you really want Hazard, who's going to be poison in the locker room? I can't see it happen. Yeah. It would be. Chelsea has to try everything to keep him, but his contract is running out next summer, 2020. So then he would leave for free. They just went out and spent 64 million. Not that Chelsea doesn't have the money, but still, though, we talk about financial fair play a little bit here. Nah, he's leaving. He's gone.
And that would make two Hazards in one summer, of course. Because, as you know, the third brother has just left Chelsea permanently after 0 minutes.
And Torgan is going to leave them too. Is going to leave Gladbach.
There
probably.
You go. Yeah.
All Hazard brothers on the move.
Big summer for the Hazards.
By the way, they're all actually left wingers, right?
Yeah.
How did they play in the youth? They can never play together.
That's true. No, they never play together. Yeah.
Not possible.
Yeah.
RVJ, on a scale of 1 to 5, predict if these players will be leaving Man City this season or not.
What's 1? Stay?
Not likely.
Okay, yeah.
Or
and
like
5.
1 is stay and 5 is leave definitely.
Okay.
Danilo.
5.
Otamendi.
4.
Gündogan.
3.
Company.
1.
Yeah, I would have probably gone exactly the same way.
How could you let him go after the other night?
Yeah.
Even before then. I mean, it's just... of course, his playing time is going to get less and less, but where's Vincent Kompany going to go? He wants to stay at City. He's a big talisman for them. Why would they let him go?
Yeah, and he just looks ridiculously funny to me.
Yeah, he's great.
He's just a great head shape and brilliant dude. One of the most likable players there is in world football.
Particularly when he's hitting goals like that as a centre-back.
It was incredible. And this whole background about don't shoot, Vinny, don't shoot.
Exactly.
Just makes it so much better.
Any more?
No. That's it.
Okay, great. From Nina Tian, if you were Zidane, who would you sell and who would you bring to Madrid this summer?
We're not going to do the entire.
No, just one of each.
I would try to sell to Gareth Bale. It's not working out.
He's not even making squads now.
Yeah, absolutely. Zidane clearly not planning with him.
Nope.
The thing though is, it seems like nobody's interested in him whatsoever.
Why would you do?
So at this point, I read that they're thinking about loaning him out, and they only asked the other team to take 30% of his wages, and that's all they want from them. So that's just something I read, but that's incredible.
That's Frankfurt territory.
That we could. I mean, we good with them. We good with Real. Who will we bring in? Depends a little bit of Real Madrid is normally not a team that rebuilds; they're reloading, right? Yeah. They want to go for.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
For titles again. So, doesn't seem like Neymar or Mbappe is on the table. So, it's actually a good call. You have somebody?
That being said, like PSG apparently have some FFP problems as well.
Yeah.
So there was some news today that maybe Mbappe.
Really?
But it would cost 240 million.
Because I read that they were basically selling the rest of the squad besides Neymar and Mbappe,
just
like Draxler and
Buffon in goal, and then 2 players up front.
Apparently, they're not offering Buffon a new contract, and they're taking back Trapp from Frankfurt then.
Wow.
Which sucks for me.
Yeah.
So, well, then I'm saying Kylian Mbappe. If there's a slight chance of signing Kylian Mbappe, you go all in. You go all in, nothing else. That's the best player you can have in the world right now from under 20, I'd say, under 21. Yep. All right, next question from Zabayas or something like that. Do you think David De Gea is worthy of selling, considering his recent performances? If he leaves United, who could potentially replace him?
Worthy sounds like he deserves.
Yeah.
Which I guess he does deserve to maybe be considered to be sold. It's not been a good season for De Gea, I think.
He also deserves to get out of there. I really like him, and it's a mess.
He almost did many seasons ago now, but I think his value is probably lowered a little bit now. Yeah. I think it's probably something that United may look at. That being said, they've got so much other business to do. Yeah. How much do they want to disrupt this team?
Yeah.
And I think actually it'll be a 50-50 thing for him this summer. But what was it? Was there another part of that question? Or
who could replace him if he leaves?
Well, I would have said maybe 2 years ago, maybe someone like Oblak. Yeah. But why would Oblak leave Atletico Madrid to go into Manchester United? Why would a lot of these players now, who were at clubs where you would say, oh, next stop, Man United, why would they now go to Man United?
It seems like Real is actually planning, or Zidane really wants to play Navas over Courtois. And that could mean Courtois
That's a fair
could be
call.
cheap. But on the other hand, you kind of get more or less the same.
Yeah, it's just a big dude who had a pretty crap season. So you've got one already. Keep him United.
But honestly, I mean, keeping him, like you said, there's so much other stuff to do for them.
And he's not a bad goalkeeper. He's just had a bad season.
Yeah, it's not that you have somebody that can't save.
Exactly.
For his life.
Exactly.
All right.
My turn, and your predictions on the final EPL match day.
Liverpool Wolves, Brighton versus City. So, if I'm not mistaken, all Brighton can do is jump from like 17 to 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
I do have the feeling though, City look kind of nervous against Leicester.
Agreed.
So I think they will struggle a little bit, but they will end up winning, and probably like 2-0 in the end.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, I would say, will win too.
After what happened last night, I mean, they're running on everything, so yeah.
But for me, that means City will win the championship in the end, which I'm rooting for Liverpool here a bit more than City, but just how it is. All right. Oh.
What?
Dark Carlos 79 is mad a good employee. Not anymore.
Not anymore. He's just good. Matt is a good guy. He probably got a bit excited when I was away. He saw himself a few opportunities to have a bit of fun. But when he does come back from his trip in Amsterdam, I'm predicting a few sharp words, but we'll be okay, mate. Matt, you're okay.
He's watching that in Amsterdam, panicking, sweating.
He's a good guy. Despite appearances, he's a good guy. All right, my go. One of our friends, Statman Dave, has asked, rate Statman Dave out of 10.
No, it's a 10.
Yeah, it's a clear
Statman
10.
Dave was with us during the World Cup for quite some time, and we had brilliant fun in the Onefootball studio. So, nothing to say. It's a 10.
Big friend of ours. If you don't know his channel, go check it out. That'll be a couple of €100. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. You know that kind. Yeah. The Yellow Master 1. Paddy, do you hate the Queen as an Australian? Yes.
I don't know her too well, actually. I've never met her personally. Listen, the Queen's probably a wonderful lady, but she doesn't play much role in my life.
I just learned she's an Arsenal supporter.
No, I think it was West Ham.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was West Ham.
Mansour told me, like our producer told me she's an Arsenal supporter.
Yeah, I think it's West Ham. We can verify that off camera. West Ham or Arsenal? It's West Ham. You got it wrong.
West Ham.
You got it wrong. Yeah.
If you're wondering, that wasn't off camera at all.
We had that prepared. We're not that quick on checking facts and stats either. Last question, and possibly the greatest name for last as well. Barathawai Sundararaman.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's my fault.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my fault.
That's a strong name, but
Barathawai Sundararaman. Yep, that'll do. Who would win in a street fight between Nico and Paddy and why?
Oh!
Depends on where the street was.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if it's warm in the summer, that's your climate.
That's it.
If it's cold in Berlin,
Yeah.
I'm betting on me.
The mean streets of Frankfurt, I'd probably struggle, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
But, you know,
true.
yeah.
It depends. It strongly depends. Then there's like the world is going in different directions
Yeah.
down under there.
Yeah,
So
exactly, yeah.
if you need more information on that, like I wouldn't.
Up here I'm right-handed, down there I'm left-handed, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's not a clear winner there, right?
Exactly.
We're both not the tallest.
Yeah.
I mean, if we would have to fight Matt, we would both lose, I'd say.
What if we both fought
It
Matt?
doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, easy done.
Actually, look, I would beat him up alone. You could wake me up at night.
It's true, just give him 2 beers, apparently you can't drink. All right, that's it for today, guys. Make sure you leave your questions on the post next week. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the questions you guys asked. Hope you had some fun. We did, especially without Matt.
Yes.
See you next week, guys.